Ruin has found you at last.
Alright, number 1. Quick mission over here. It's been a while since we came across this update, so just in case you missed it. So guys, Darkest Dungeon 2 is about to leave its early access phase on May 8th this year. That's after like almost 2 years of its initial release. This game is a turn-based RPG strategy and a roguelike. Not much of a large-scale, real-time, but a rather tactical game in nature. Darkest Dungeon 2 is now coming to other consoles in addition to the Nintendo Switch simultaneously.
Have wormed their way into the world.
Onward once again, though all the world's horrors bar the way.
What makes a true Wizard King? Is it their might in battle?
Coming up behind that at number 2, it is Age of Wonders 4. Well, the latest in the Age of Wonders franchise, a series of 4X strategy, life and building sims from Paradox Interactive, bringing the classic 4X goodness here and said to be expanding and overhauling the graphics and mechanics with the aim to deliver a truly magnificent experience. Age of Wonders 4 will be available on May 2nd for PCs and the next generation of consoles only, and this is how it works.
And harness the very terrain of your dominion. To strike allegiances and grow stronger through unity. And crush those who rise against you. A true Gaudier leads with vision. And through their resolve and their actions, usher in a new age of wonders.
You came to make this land your home, or slave.
If you like the idea of mixing fantasy and machines, technically speaking magic and guns, we've got a pretty decent tactical strategy RPG almost in the same style of Darkest Dungeon we mentioned in the beginning, a game called Dark Envoy. Sitting on Steam through a demo and said to be coming out fully for PlayStation consoles as well in addition to PCs by the end of the year, featuring an isometric real-time single-player and co-op play. Check it out, this is a good one.
Tearing apart what's left of your kind, until you no longer know right from wrong. Darkness devours your souls as your kingdoms burn to the ground, and you get what you came for, unless you become.
Happier now, then?
Oh yeah, rock and roll!
Probably the most anticipated game in this whole genre. Almost a strategy and an action RPG and an isometric RPG, and almost a platform shooter. But at number 4 we have Endless Dungeon. Well, the second title in the Endless universe, what some of you already know by the Dungeon of the Endless. This game is actually a roguelike tactical action shooter where you have to recruit a team of heroes, research an abandoned space station, and fight never-ending waves of monsters. Although it does have a correct dose of strategy components.
Friends, this guy may take a couple of tries.
Well, see you at the saloon.
Coming to PCs in both generation of consoles at number 5, we've got here Dungeons, actually picking up after the events of Dungeons 3, and this time around tasking you fighting against evil, offering a wholly management sim experience in nature, in which, you see, you mainly create a dungeon based off your needs and creativity, with what developers offered a bigger, better, and with even more dynamic evilness into the game. Check it out, this one's releasing on all platforms around summer this year.
My life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. I must finish what I started.
Baldur's Gate 3 will now launch for the PlayStation 5 and PCs fully. We all know that it's been in its early access phase for over a year now, but finally doing its finished state later on August 31st this year. We actually got a new trailer for the update a few days ago, accompanied that the team said for Xbox consoles we're probably waiting a few more months to avoid a few bugs, but in that case, games are going to be coming over with some added content as well.
You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Ketherick is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the Absolute.
Bow before me. Bow before the Absolute. Bow!
There are no clear-cut right or wrong decisions when it comes to maintaining morale or holding the front line. An equally fierce battle is being fought behind the front.
Nacon came out with a release date, finally, of August 31st, also again, for War Hospital, a World War I society survival, as it is described, the kind of game that they've been cooking for over a year now, and said the game is gonna be coming to pieces in next generational consoles only. And War Hospital is actually year 1917, so just like the World War movie by Sam Mendes, 1917, you play here as a retired, in the timeline though, but here, just like the other movie, the Chickasaw Ridge or whatever that was, as a British combat medic, volunteered on the war front to save as many lives as he can, with strategy tactics. Take a look.
Keep the next patient alive. Every decision has both short and long-term consequences. Face them, learn from your mistakes, and improve your hospital. Find a solution to every problem. Adapt on the go to maintain morale and prevent the collapse of the front line, which constantly needs to be strengthened. New types of wounds require the use of newer and newer medical technologies, new infrastructures, or having to use more drastic treatment methods when you are dealing with the most seriously injured soldiers. You have the fate of many lives in your hands. The War Hospital must carry on at all costs.
Damaged and gate control modules are in disarray. Resource controllers standing by to execute repairs.
All right, over. You are cleared for collection.
Command, this is Interceptor Squadron Leader Joshua Kalel. Permission to escort our rock juggies.
Blackbird Interactive finally showed off a new trailer for Homeworld 3. This game was previously planned for a late 2022, and it's now delayed to the second half of 2023 and will be available for PCs via Steam and the Epic Games Store as well. This is the latest entry of a classic space strategy game series, and just so you can have a better time, Homeworld, the first game, just went available on the Play Store. So if you like mobile games, you could actually have a little bit of time with that.
Can't get loose. Push your turret. Under fire. Need help. Copy. Pushing through.
Approach vector for cover.
Target's a quarter. Gunman in dynamic range. Close and fire.
Good work, first squadron. Second squad, to subsurface rear flank. Use the old surface tunnels and approach from the rear.
Copy that. Sector looks clear.
In Park Beyond, meet an awesome cast of characters while playing a talented young Visioneer.
Been in development for over a year now by Bandai Namco. We've got here a park management sim titled Park Beyond. First time getting a mention here, but regardless of the fame, one of the top 5 biggest management sim games due inside 2023, offering the biggest theme park sim game in history, as they refer to, in scale, replay, and details, and even a story. Also, what they said to be an endless possibilities of outcome. Anyway, Park Beyond over here is said to be coming out on June 16 for PCs in the next generation of consoles only.
Be strategic in their placement, inventory, and prices. Keep track of your finances and your visitors' needs at all times. A cutting-edge research and development lab will allow you to unlock new themes, hundreds of decorative objects, and the rides of tomorrow. The ultra-flexible roller coaster creation system will allow you to create complex rides that you can tailor to your visitors' exact needs. And it doesn't stop there. Unlock the potential of impossification. Push the limits of reality to offer unique thrills to your visitors. Gather real-time data to quickly adapt to new trends, new demographics, and keep all your parks at the top.
At the end of the 21st century, it became a part of the OCU Supranational Union as part of a plan to help its struggling economy.
Front Mission 2 Remake just got a new trailer. Apparently it will now launch for Switch on June 12 for the price of $40 and for the Nintendo Switch only. This is for those of you new a series of classic tactical strategy RPGs that features a mature rated story with now better visuals, enhanced gameplay mechanics, and probably some more in-game content. Take a look.
12 years after the events of Front Mission First, on June 12, 2102, the second coup d'etat began. On this exact day, 3 main military bases and the parliament in the country's capital city were attacked and taken over. The OCU responded to the attacks by sending their army to free Alardesh from rebel hands. Follow the OCU military squads, Muddy Otters, Dull Stags, OCU Ground Defense Force Intelligence Agency, and monitor the situation in this country torn apart by a ruthless civil war.
Company of Heroes 3, on the other hand, is now officially coming to consoles and PCs through the next generation of consoles only on May 30. Well, you see, previously it was supposed to be coming out February 30, but got delayed for quality check and evaluation. We actually got a new trailer for the soon-to-be trilogy in series. Company of Heroes promised the new game to have a larger scale tactical maneuver, a much more randomly generated map and encounter system. Take a look.
子供たちがキュートなパジャマ姿にインターミッションや探索モードで使用できる。
And last but not least, I've actually mentioned this quite a bit lately. We have Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2, a sequel to a really well-received turn-based RPG and now launching on May 11 this year. Game is going to be coming in PCs and all consoles as well. Following a Switch release by a month, developers this time promise a ramped-up battle system for more strategy as well as a brand new event system that gives you more thrilling choices with your experience. That's all there is to it.
子供一人の犠牲によってあらゆる敵を殲滅するソウルキャノン。一度だけダニーソウルを身代わりとすることができる。 バトルに役立つアイテムセットで子供たちの戦いをサポート。デラックスエディションは通常版からアップデートすることもできる。選択と決断の RPG 戦場の風雅2はさらなる絶望、怒り、悲しみ、感動を心に刻み込む。戦場の風雅2 2023年5月11日発売。前作